Hey, I hope you're all doing okay. I'm Evelyn Mwangi. I'm a financial consultant and a content creator based in Nairobi, Kenya. And welcome to this space. So realizing some of these things, they're going to change your life. Yeah. So number one, you have to realize and understand some of your self-sabotaging behaviors. Let me give you an example. For instance, when you're this kind of a person who thinks they're not worthy, you'll end up attracting people that are not going to treat you well. You need to realize that you don't attract, like for instance, you will find yourself in situationships where you have toxic people, and you have to put in your mind that you don't have to attract toxic people. Toxic people will always be there, but you have the ability to either choose them or close that door of letting them in. And you'll constantly find that, for instance, you grew in a very violent family. Even though if you have that self-sabotaging behavior, you will always be that when someone treats you well, you want them to fight you. Yeah, you want them to fight you. And when you just realize that they are healthy people, they are people who are not violent, you you have to constantly change yourself and do away with your self-sabotaging behaviors and realize you're worthy enough. And you need to say no when you attract those people that treat you in a bad way. Yes, what you are taught is not a fact. You need to learn and you need to keep evolving. The world is evolving, and you'll not thrive if your mindset is just built on what you've just been taught. You need to learn to listen and be open-minded at all times, because whatever people are teaching you, that's what they've learned, and that's what, like, you just need to grasp. When you just listen to someone, grasp some or filter out some of the things that resonate with you. Yeah, you just don't have to stick on what you've been taught by a person, because some people have built their mindset on what they were taught from way back, yeah, from the 1990s. And right now we are evolving. You have to keep up with the world. Think about it this way: whenever a person is telling you something, this is what they think that is a fact, and this is what they believe it's their own reality. And this is going to lead us to the point number, you choose your reality. Yeah. And so you have the power to either allow certain people in your life, yeah, and what to allow in your life and what to believe about you. And this is going to give you so much confidence, because once you make the right decision and when you choose the right path, because you're creating a reality for yourself. When you make the right decision and you choose the right path, you're going to build on that act, like, I am able to make my own decision, I'm able to make the right decisions, because some of these decisions have enabled you to be successful. So you just don't have to depend on what people tell you, but rather filter out some of the things that are going to resonate in you. And you have the power to make any decisions, to allow people in your life, people that are going to build. You're able to trust your decision, and this is going to bring a shift in your life. And you're able to believe in yourself, and this does away with those acts of self-sabotaging yourselves. And you realize that you can actually make your own judgments, and you can actually change things around yourself, and you can change things for yourself. Yeah. And number 4 is that learn to control, practice self-control. Control your emotions. Don't let emotions control you. Once you feel, don't project so much anger. Anytime you have control over your body, you have control over your emotions. Don't just eat anything. Don't develop poor eating habits, because you have control over your body. Don't let your body control you. Don't let your emotions control you. Don't just lash out on anyone. Just sit back, feel your emotions, and control them. Once you realize this, You'll have control over everything once you develop this act of self control, which is key to enable your life, to lead your life to a path that you never imagined. Do what others are not doing. Yeah, there are those things that, like, for instance, everyone doesn't want to be lonely, obviously, but some of the decisions that you choose to take in, they're actually going to make you lonely. But and people have developed this act of being in a very comfortable situations. Like, for instance, let me give you an example, like relationships. There are those people that settle on toxic relationships because they fear that they'll be lonely. It's better to be lonely than to be stressed out. Your peace of mind is everything. Yeah. So, and also, for you to be successful, you have to get out of your comfort zone at all times. So choose to do what other people are doing. There are very few people that do. You don't have to prove anything. People will always have this mindset about you, but you don't have to prove them. Let them see your actions. Let them, yeah, you don't have to explain yourself at all times because people will eventually judge you. Yeah. So just let them see your results. And people who will want to hear you will hear you, even though you haven't give them, even though you haven't proved anything. The right people will stick by you no matter what, and they'll never judge you, and they'll take you with all your flaws. So don't feel the need of just anytime when you do something you have to prove yourself. When you see that, like, every time you just want to explain yourself, remember that be it a friendship or be it anything, that environment is a toxic environment, and you should get out of that with immediate effect. Yes. Be observant also and see when disrespect is there. Let me tell you, when you constantly tell someone that I'm not happy when you're doing this, and they constantly keep doing it, that is disrespect, and you should not take it. Yeah. And also, there are these people who you tell that I'm not happy that you did this, or I'm not happy how you're treating me, and they end up telling you that you're being sensitive. That person is gaslighting you, and you should get out of that whole situation. Learn to see disrespect and don't tolerate it, and learn to say no to people. Learn to put boundaries for you to be respected, because you are not supposed to be disrespected, and you have control over people, over everything that happens to you. Be the people that you let in, be it the be it whatever it is, but don't tolerate disrespect. Because once you tell someone I'm not happy about this, it just implies that they are not listening to you, and they actually don't love you, because someone who loves you will never hurt you, and they'll hear you out. And if someone wants your whole thing to work out, they'll listen to you and they'll change on that. There, which leads us to the next thing. It's important to forgive, but you also have to, in order to allow someone back to your life, allow them back to your life when you see change, and when you see some effort for them changing. Because once you allow someone back to your life and they haven't changed yet, you're going to hurt. Yeah. So just let people back into your life when they've changed. And if they haven't changed, do away with just do away with them, please, to protect your peace. Yes. Choose discipline over motivation. Motivation will take you like 1 day, 2 days, and you'll be demotivated to do something, maybe reading a book or whatever it is. But discipline, when you're disciplined, you're going to do something even though you don't like it. Like, let me say, like reading a book. It's not every time that you feel like you want to read a book, but make an effort. Always be disciplined, that make a goal that I'm going to read a book, one chapter every day. Yeah, that's what motivate discipline does. Even though you don't like doing the thing, you'll choose to do the thing because you want to build on you as a person, and you want to make the best out of you. Surround yourself with winners. It doesn't mean that you have to surround yourself with the richest people or people that are earning plenty of money, but rather choose people that uplift you and support you at all times, and they are willing to take you to the next level. Heal your trauma. You need to realize that you're not your own trauma. You act in some type of way because there are some broken pieces in you, and you need to heal those broken pieces in you, because that's what makes you to develop some certain behaviors that are not good for you, because they act like your defensive mechanisms. So realize that you're not your own trauma, and you can actually change that, and you can be a better person. Yeah. Change your perspective and change how you treat yourself. Treat yourself in the best way possible. Don't allow things that have happened to you before that disrupted your peace happen again in your life. You're the CEO for your life. And also the next thing is that realize that you're running out of something. When you find out that anytime you're maybe probably you don't want to be alone in your house, you just want to constantly be there surrounded by people, friends, anytime, just sit down and look back and figure out, what am I running away from? And when you find yourself, like, anytime you're stressed out, you don't want to feel your emotions, you just want to go hang out, go have a drink, just evaluate and see what is making you to run out, because it's better to you don't have to run away from how you feel your emotions. It's really important, because the moment you just run away from whatever you're feeling, or whatever loneliness you have, or whatever it is that you're going through, you'll always find, you might even end up attracting toxic people, because you just want maybe someone or something to help you. Like, you just want to be in a comfortable situation. Yeah, face everything that you're going through with so much courage, and don't run away from it. Yes, I hope this video will be helpful to you, and if you've watched up to this far, thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye guys.